protocol and systems of Hana hand rub not could handle by say with Tonaram the put not the name. Told the Yaudram never say. See, I know.
First, the top news headlines. Priyanka Gandhi, others detained during march to Rashtrapati Bhavan. Ten COVID positive cases who arrived from UK to be tested for mutant strand. And 4 women protesters hurt during scuffle with cops in Thobal district. Hello and good afternoon, I'm ONEL SHAMBANDURAM giving you the Times of Manipur English News. Before we go to the main news, here is a COVID-19 awareness. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. Now the news in details. Delhi police has taken Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi and others into custody as the Rahul Gandhi-led Congress delegation was marching to the Rashtrapati Bhavan this morning to submit a memorandum of 2 crore signatures against the centre's farm reform laws. Media reports that Congress's march to Rashtrapati Bhavan was stopped by police. Rahul Gandhi proceeded to the Rashtrapati Bhavan to meet President Ramnath Kovind with the signature against farm laws. As the march was stopped, Priyanka Gandhi said any dissent against this government is classified as having elements of terror, adding that they are undertaking this march to voice the support of the farmers. Gandhi further said elected MPs have the right to meet the president and they should be allowed. Gandhi accused that the government is not ready to listen to voices of lakhs of farmers camping at the border. The additional DCP said Section 144 has been imposed in New Delhi area due to COVID-19 and no gatherings are allowed. 4 women were injured in lathi charge by cops during a scuffle yesterday at Thobal Choba. A group of angry residents tried to evict family members of a former principal cum secretary of a private school from the school premises. The residents stormed the Thobal DC office demanding immediate eviction of the family, during which scuffle broke out between the agitators and cops, injuring 4 women. Later on, 4 representatives of Thobal Apun Balub Tal met Thobal Deputy Commissioner and Bandana. They raised their demands to the DC during the meeting. They demanded that the family members be removed from the school campus. They also demanded that there should be no further construction activity inside the campus. The DC is sure to take up legal action in connection with the matter. TAL Secretary Waikom Ningthemjau said the former principal cum secretary of Thobal Lekai Marina School, Laishram Dhananjoy, registered the land in his own name on the politics of building the school. TAL added that they will take up agitation if the demands are not fulfilled by January 10 next. States which have reported COVID-19 positive passengers from UK who have returned to India over the past few days will now be sending some of the samples for further testing to track the new coronavirus strain. The samples will be sent to select laboratories in the country for genome sequencing. According to media reports, the Health Ministry has asked states to coordinate with the respective airport health offices and surveillance officials to ensure strict adherence of the various standard operating procedures (SOPs) designed in the wake of the new coronavirus strand. This comes as a significant development as the Health Ministry, after reviewing the response preparedness of the various states, issued the order. It has also been said that the states must assess details of the passengers who have arrived from the UK to India. Reports added that the laboratories that have been selected for the genome sequencing facility are CSIR Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology, New Delhi CSIR, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, Hyderabad, DBT Institute of Life Sciences, Bhubaneswar, DBT INSTEM, NCBS, Bangalore, DBT National Institute of Biomedical Genomics, NIBMG, Kalyani, West Bengal, ICMR National Institute of Virology, Pune. The lab count would be increased over time. Well, it's now time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Watch an encounter with Jeet Ningomba. One-to-one discussion and analysis on political,
BJP-led government sigi pandamdi khange peace purpose.
Education
Education phane oja awat pahapa.
Sports,
Sanabung Changwachi, Sports House Nino later Yaroi.
arts and culture,
Art and culture si ekhoi ga thana ba yadraba ekhoi gi
and many more. Every Friday at 7 p.m. only on Times of Manipur. TOMTV. Repeat telecast on every Saturday at 10 a.m. Don't miss it.
Saklon ama Thoram sina miyamgi thogal mapung phahan janaba hotna jaribasida achauba thodang lobiraklibasenggi manungda ama oina December gi kuntaruk thang janumit asida poirai thokchomna adomga punna thoram saruk yaminanabagi damakta aikhoigi studio da soina na lengbiraklagai 7629-943-543 da call tawbiraktuna thoram sibu saruk yaminasi.
Lamdamusida ihan hanbo oina miyam da kangla water gi 20 liter jar supna tagi lupa tara da fangan jargani. Loina half liter bottle tara mangana saba pack da supna tagi lupa humputra manga da fangan jari. Khudong chaba si factory da laktuna lobidawa yagani. Akupa moral gidamak lengsin bidau Kangla Water Maibo Khul Mamang Lekai Imphal S 795002 Aikhogi contact number 8257-888-737. Now enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla
Lamjingbo Finance na COVID-19 na thogal liba khudong chadba mayam si usiraga collateral security yautana document chang dana yamna komo mongda loan fanganjergani shahida subnatagi chada tarani thoigi interest rate tap business loan against property vehicle loan commercial equipment loan commercial vehicle loan gi khudong chaba pisari han loan lawi kiba singi suwana gu makhal gi loan asi lawgi khudong chaba pisagani akupa morol gi ma contact tobiro Lamjingbo Finance Nagamapal. Contact number 7085-831-502 Natraga 9862-629-399.
Welcome back. In the last 24 hours, Manipur registered 98 new cases of COVID-19, pushing the tally to 27,827. The positive cases were from Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Bishnupur, Kakching, Chandel, Tamenglong, Kangpokpi and Churachandpur districts. The death toll in the state has reached 338 after one patient aged 76 years from Imphal East succumbed to COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. The active cases are 1,459, while the recovered cases stand at 26,030. The recovery rate in the state has further improved to 93.54% as per the Manipur government COVID-19 Command Control Room. National Identity Protection Council NIPCO extended Christmas wishes to the people of Manipur, especially the Christian community. NIPCO also wished that may this Christmas bring prosperity for the state. Meanwhile, National Identity Protection Council NIPCO has demanded the government to hand over the case of Lukoseijo to an investigation agency. NIPCO added that the state must respect the rule of law. Kakching District Social Welfare Officer Arambam Kameshwar has informed the residents of Kakching to collect old age pension card from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. today. He informed that the old age pension card is issued under Go to Village mission introduced by Chief Minister Nongthomam Biren Singh. A team of Imphal East Commando conducted combing operation at Imphal's Mahabali Kabui Khun and Haukip Vang this morning. District Additional Superintendent of Police Operations and DSP Commando led the operation. Nearly 70 houses were searched and 200 residents were verified in the operation, police said. Meanwhile, a team of Imphal West Commando conducted a house-to-house search operation and verification of residents at Sangaipuro area this morning. Additional Superintendent of Police Operations, Imphal West, led the operation. About 80 houses were searched and 120 individuals, including 5 persons who were on bail, were verified during operation. Well, it's now time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Australia tour on Sony
live.
Australia tour on Sony.
Yes, live it is.
Watch Australia versus India live. 4 tests. 17th December to 19th January. Only on Sony Sports Channels.
MS Purnima Enterprises presents Kapi International Manipuri Short Fiction Film Festival 2021, organized by IPA Films Production Manipur under the aegis of Film Forum Manipur.
COVID-19 की चैथेना सोथा हलिबा अमदि पुथा हलिबा एखोइगी सोशियो इकोनॉमी अमदि आर्ट फॉर्म सिंग असिबु ब्रिंग बैक तौबा हाइबसे एखोइ खुरिमकी इथम
फिल्म की थौमे एखोइ मयाम सु यावना पुन्ना लेमिनदुना COVID-19 की मायोक्ता खा चिकना लाथेंगनाबा मथौ तारी.
Join the journey of Kapi International Manipuri Short Fiction Film Festival 2021.
Awaba Pongdok Jaba Matam Kuina Haizingang Kaitel Board ki Founder Secretary Oiramba Sanasam Dhanachandra Singhana Manung Matam Sadana Hauki Batang Tarataruk Tha Taranitoi Lisingani Kunda Thongzu Part 2 Dalaiba Masagi Yum Dalai Hidabada Kaitel Board Asigi Vice President Ningombam Kambana Mayai Tangbal Lauduna Minute Ani 2 Minute Leptuna Member Single Loinana Awaba Pongdokre Loinana Mahaki Tawaina Ingna Chikna Lairunaba Isorgi Mapamda Kurumjaki Awaba Pongdok Chariba Ningombam Kamba Vice President Haizingang Kaitel Board.
Ehaki Ipuribana COVID-19 gi layong ulagpadagi test tawrubada positive oiramle. Nakna leminarubana ehaksu test tawrubada positive oiramle. Ekhoina home isolation tawbagi ayaba phanglo matungda doctor na hidak amasung ishagi oxygen level check tawnabagi damakta oximeter pibirakhi. Home isolation da leiringaida aigi ipuroibagi oxygen level nemtharakpadagi Jenims Hospital da Pukhatki. Positive oibagi certificate paibana amughanna test tawdana matamanghandana makhata balayeng chathaki. Asumna anganba matamda test tawthoktuna matam chana layeng hobuna laina asidagi thuna phagatpa ngamhore amasung aigi imung manung busu laina asidagi ngakthokpa ngamhore.
Lai horakpadagi COVID-19 oiramgadra haina singnabadagi test tawba laksabani adubu Laibak Pavana negative oiramle. Miyamsu isada COVID-19 gi layong ubiragadi soidana test tokpiyu naba bulot laga thambiganu.
Lep palaitana sandorokliba COVID-19 thingnanaba test tokpa yamna maru oi. Karigumbada positive oirabasu matam chana layang horabadi laina asina sokchandringaida adombu kanmangamgani. COVID-19 gi layong utramaksu positive oiramba yai haina jingnaba lairabadi soidana test tokpiyu. COVID-19 gi symptom laina test toktana laisanba matamda isada natana imung manunggi miyoising amasung kairo lekai gi miyoising su khudong thiba tholakpa yai.
COVID-19 gi layong sing haibadi lok laiho khanau naba manam maha phauraktawa khong hamdharakpa amadi nungsha shor honbada warpa tarbadi sukshoidana athuba matamda test toktopigadabani. Positive oiramba tarabashu home isolation tobiraga government gi maikaidagi vitamins amasung oximeter pizagani loinana haksel gi mari leinaba miyoi ama matam punamakta adongi matengi damak leigani kawiraganu chingnababu leibirabadi sukshoidana test toktopiyu.
Welcome back. The State Bank of India SBI None branch today presented Christmas gifts to 15 students of Child Guidance Center CGC located at Longmai for Peaceland under the support of Hyderabad headquarters. SBI branch manager Nomikapam Ronald along with his subordinate staff and village authority leaders distributed the items. Ronald said that they will help students and differently able people in opening their bank accounts. Later, coordinator of CGC CK Lanbangli expressed gratitude to the SBI None branch manager and his team for their support. Residents of Sikhong Sekmai Municipal Council expressed heartfelt gratitude towards Sikhong Sekmai BJP councillor for his kind deed. Councillor Maibam Santosh repaired roads and lands in Sikhong Sekmai area. As concerns and apprehensions are on the rise following the emergence of new coronavirus variant in the United Kingdom, the Meghalaya government has prohibited the entry of tourists from Britain into the state. This order has been issued by the Home Political Department of the Meghalaya government. The order has come into immediate effect and will be in place until further orders. Media reports said that Chief Secretary MS Rao passed an order following the emergence of a new and highly infectious strand of coronavirus in United Kingdom. All tourists from United Kingdom are prohibited from visiting the state of Meghalaya with immediate effect and until further orders. Meanwhile, the Family and Health and Family Welfare Department in Meghalaya has asked all the UK returnees or entrants in the past 4 weeks, November 25 to December 23, to declare their travel history of the past 14 days to the surveillance units in their respective districts and undergo RT-PCR tests. The Chinese commanders are said to have proposed that the Indian and Chinese troops move back to either side of the 8 spurs that overlook the north bank of the Pangong Tso Lake. The area is named Finger 18, and the Chinese have proposed that the area be converted into a no-activity buffer zone. India has, however, rejected this proposal because half of the 8 spurs were under India's control before the Chinese troops violated the agreements of 30 years to maintain peace and tranquility, a media report said. The Chinese commanders are suggesting that the Indian troops move back and also make the area as a no-troop area. India wants China to restore the status quo ante. The PLA must go back to its position as April 2020. As of now, both the Indian Army and Chinese PLA are facing each other on Finger 4, agreeing to the proposal made by China would be like handing them an incentive for their transgression. Indian Army Chief General MM Naravan yesterday visited the forward areas in the East Ladakh sector. There were thousands of Indian soldiers positioned there to match the strength of the PLA. Now let's have a look at the local newspaper headlines.
Manipur Mail, obstetrics and gynecology cater to well-being of mother-child, says Governor. Lukhoi Lot's veterinary doctors. Bishan Singh Bedi asked DDCA to remove his name from stands over Arun Jaitley's statue at Firoz Shah Kotla. Indian scientists and technocrats meet begins at IISF 2020. Imphal Free Press. 745 international flyers quarantine after landing in Mumbai in 2 days. Set COVID-19 Delhi positive tally surges back above 100 mark. NSCNK announces ceasefire, wants peace talk afresh after 5 years. Free from 7 years in jail but broken. Jibal urges against false allegations, mob violence. Media fellow recipient attend review, capacity building workshop. The People's Chronicle. NSCNK announces ceasefire, mulls peace talk. UK identifies a new South African coronavirus variant. Congress pitches for disqualification of 12 MLAs. New cases cross 100 after 9 days, 1 dies. The Sangai Express. NSCNK announces ceasefire, returns to peace talks. COVID-19 deaths in India largely due to patients reporting late at hospital, says government. After brief lull, infection shoots up to breach 3-figure mark. COVID claims 1 more to take tally to 388. Acquittal of man accused in 2018 drug haul case. More urged government to move higher court.
And before we wind up the top news headlines once again. Priyanka Gandhi, others detained during march to Rashtrapati Bhavan. Ten COVID positive cases who arrived from UK to be tested for mutant strand. And 4 women protesters hurt during scuffle with cops in Thoubal district. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Keep watching Times of Manipur.